grab your props and bits and pieces. And I'm going to mute you. Muted and muted. Come down onto your back. And today we're going to have a Bras Marie class. So Bras Marie, the honeybee breath, soft humming. And we're going to start Bras Marie lying down here on the ground, just to warm up the vocal cords and to begin to send that vibration through the body. So very soft, very low, easy. Don't worry how pretty it sounds, but we're just going to refresh a hum over and over for about 60 seconds, maybe a little bit longer. So when you're ready, begin inhaling through the nostrils all the way to full. It is still a pranayama, so use your breathing capacity, and then a soft low hum. Keep going. Know that this sonic massage, as people like to call it, is rippling through your body. And the yogis believe this to be a very healing pranayama. Each time inhaling to your fullest capacity and then using the hum all the way until the very end point, till you feel the end of the breath come. And just take another couple of rounds there. Release that pranayama. Just let your body bathe in the quiet that comes after the sound. And then as simple, familiar practice, as you inhale, take your arms overhead, full body stretch. And as you exhale, hug your right knee in towards you. Next, inhale, full body stretch. As you exhale, left knee, hug it in towards you. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug both knees in towards you. Separate your knees a bit wider and have a rocks from side to side. And then we're going to move into half twist, but plant your feet on the floor and take that little hip shift. So shift your hips over to the right side and then hug your right knee in and send your left leg long. Right knee over to the left side of the mat and right arm open, palm of the hand facing up, nice. And we're going to take one smooth, easy Bras Marie here. So inhale to prepare. Come back through center. Plant your feet down, level off your hips and then shift them over to the left side. Left knee, squeeze it in towards you and then take the left knee over to the opposite. Left arm open, either straight open or in cactus. Find a steady gaze or close your eyes, but whether your eyes are open or closed, keep your focus in one place. Inhale to Bras Marie. Come back through center. Level off your hips. And then let your knees drop left and right. Nice and easy, flick-flack window wiper. So it's more noticeable when we're adding a vocal to the breath that in a twist, you might have noticed this, you get less air. And that is a fact because your lungs are compressed on one side. And this is useful in yoga because breathing against that compression gives you even more resistance to work with and can strengthen your whole breathing apparatus. So we'll be using that some more in our twists. Come back to center, hug both knees in towards you. Happy baby. And then from happy baby, take your hands onto the insides of your thighs, hold onto the insides of your legs, and just take your legs open towards a more straight position. They don't have to be completely straight, but you can take them away from your body and flex your feet. So you get more inner thigh stretch, nice. Give your knees a little squeeze into the middle, a little hug, roll onto your side, ease your way up to seated. Find a comfortable seat, prepare any apparatus. And then moving through a Kundalini awakener. So shifting the middle of the chest from side to side. Great. And as you do this, you might close your eyes. If it makes you feel dizzy, have a low, soft gaze. But really have a sense that it is the upper part of the chest that is shifting, less of a rock on the hips. And that might make it a bit smaller, which is fine. Nice, just a few more rounds. And then come to stillness. Turn your palms to face up. One sweet Brahmari. Inhale together. Palms press in front of your chest. Going to move into a twist. Inhale, circle your arms, reach up. Left hand to right knee, take a simple twist. Now stay here in your twist, set your gaze point, and we take one more Brahmari. That's nice, Graham. Inhale here. Inhale, come back to center, reach your arms up high. And exhale, second side. So use this as a breathing practice. Inhale into the resistance of the twist. And then a smooth, easy Brahmari. Come back through center. Inhale, arms reach up. This time, both hands behind you. Press into your fingertips. Lift your heart. And then walk your fingers forwards some until you you just reach the very first threshold of sensation. And you might want to stay still, or you may want to rock from side to side a little bit. Walk your fingers back in towards you. And now we're going to take a little core work. So come onto your toes, hold onto your shins, lift your chest. Option 1, stay here. You can probably feel the core already engaged. Option 2, settle your seat a bit more, lift your shins off the ground. And then everybody, option 1 and option 2, squeeze your inner thighs, option 1 and option 2. Take your knees to the left side, bring your arms to the right side. So twisting Bakasana. Come back to center, place your feet down for a moment. And then come back either onto tiptoes, heart lifted, or shins off the ground, balancing on the sitting bones, knees to the other side, arms to the left. Nice work. Keep pulling your chest through. Squeeze your knees a bit closer together, Graham. Yeah. And then release. And for a moment, fold down over your knees, let your head rest on your forearms or somewhere around there. Good. Now, change the cross of your legs. So the odd leg in front. And we're going to take a side bend now. So inhale, reach your arms up high. And as you exhale, right hand to the ground, leaning onto that right hand as you take it over to the left. Inhale, come up. And exhale, take that side bend to the other side. If this is tough on your shoulder, you're going to bring your hand to your shoulder and make it a little easier. Reach from the elbow. Inhale, come all the way back up. Fingers reach behind you, press into your fingertips, lift your heart. And then walk your fingers forwards again into that forward fold, just finding the edges of the threshold of sensation. And then we're going to take this forward fold into a bit of a twist. So now we'll walk your hands more over to the right side. And then walk your hands over to the left side. And if this feels awful in your back, you stay high. You stay high with your hands behind you. No feeling awful in yoga classes. That's the rule. Come back to center. Walk your hands in and then lean back on your hands and shake your legs out. Coming onto all fours now. Cat-cow with a Brahma-Marie. So inhale to lift your heart, lift your tailbone. And as you exhale, a smooth hum out. Inhale, lifts the heart, lifts the tailbone. And exhale, Brahma-Marie. Come to neutral spine for an upper back twist. So take your left arm open to the side, use your abdominals to open it. And then as you exhale, sweep that left hand behind the right hand, bring your ear down towards the ground. We're going to move in and out of this dynamically. So take that arm back where it came, inhale, reach it up. And exhale, sweep it under and through. One more time, inhale, reach it up. And exhale, sweep it through. Come back onto all fours, switch it up, right arm open. And sweep it. Make it smooth and flowing. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, glide it along the ground. Ear comes as low as it does. Last one. Nice. Come back onto all fours. Toes together, knees wide. Come into child's pose and rest your head. And we're going to take Brahma-Marie again, but for this one, you're going to use the first mudra, which is rolling your tongue back and pressing your tongue against the tip of your mouth. And you can sort of suction it there. So if you take the tip of your tongue, slide it towards the back of your mouth, and then sort of suction it there, that's how you're going to take this Brahma-Marie. If that feels weird, don't do it. Here we go. 3 Brahmari here. Inhale. When you've completed, release that mudra with your tongue. Allow the silence to creep back in. And then come onto all fours. Plant your hands at the top of the mat. Tuck your toes and press back, downward facing dog. Pedal at the back of your heels. And on your next inhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat. And when you get there, Uttanasana, forward fold. Next time you breathe in, take your arms wide, reach up. And as you exhale, hands to heart. We're going to flow a little bit now. Inhale, arms wide, reach up. Exhale, arms wide to fold. Halfway position. Walk your hands into downward facing dog. Plant your hands. Level off your feet, place them just where you want. From the top of your thighs, reach your hips up and back. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, come down onto all fours. Next inhale, shift forwards into your plank 1. And as you exhale, lower your chest all the way down to the ground. Coming up into a small cobra, so hands a little wider than your chest, lift your heart. And as you exhale, lower your chest, tuck your toes, reach your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Next time you inhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat. And exhale there, forward fold. Inhale, arms wide to stand, reach up. And exhale, hands back to heart. Inhale, circle to reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. And in downward facing dog, you just take an extra breath to plant your feet, plant your hands. Inhale here. And as you exhale, come down onto all fours. Your inhale shifts you forwards to that plank 1 position. And your exhale, you lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, 1 breath to cobra pose. And exhale, lower the chest, tuck your toes, straight up and back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat. On an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms wide to stand up, reach up, maybe look up. And exhale, hands to heart. Stay here as you breathe in. And stay here as you breathe out. So this time, we're going to do it in silence. If you get lost, don't worry, you can look at the screen. I'll be doing the same as you. So we'll begin together, inhaling to reach. Beautiful, folks. 1 Bras Marie. Inhale to prepare. Come sideways on your mat now and have your blocks ready. Place your blocks about shoulder distance apart. Take your feet wide. And come into a wide leg forward fold. Bring your hands to your blocks and lift up out of gravity so your chest is lifting. And when you do that, you're using your spinal muscles. They're getting stronger here. So take another moment, lifting your chest away from gravity. And then completely relax into gravity. You can let your elbows bend, let your head come down. And in this forward fold, we're going to take 1 Bras Marie. Inhale to prepare. Lift your chest away from gravity, press into your hands. Keep pressing down into your right hand, sweep your left arm open towards the ceiling. Good. And then release, place your left hand down and take the twist second side. Both hands down. Bring your hands to your hips now. Inhale here and exhale all the way to stand. Toes turn out. Just one more wide thing before we bring our feet together. Hands on your thighs. And we're going to take this interesting version of temple. So be really upright and make your feet come underneath your knees. So you'll probably be a little shorter temple pose. And then from here, slide your hands down the inside of your legs. And you're going to use your elbows to press your knees out. It's a pretty intense inner thigh stretch. So holding onto your shins or your ankles, pressing your knees out with your elbows and lift your chest away from gravity. So head and chest and hips are in line. Beautiful work. Take another breath there. And then plant your hands back on your blocks. Swivel your heels out. Now hands to your hips. Inhale and exhale to stand. Bring your feet a little closer together. We're going to use the blocks for Garudasana. So take your block and place it on the left side of your foot, a bit in front. And then your right leg, you're going to cross it over and let it rest on that block. And you might have to move the block so that you can squeeze your inner thighs together. That's what you want, that inwards feeling. Take your arms open wide now. And option 1, you're going to sweep the left arm across your body. Option 2, elbows cross low, back to the hands for Garudasana. Keep squeezing your inner thighs. Now bend into your standing knee. Come into nesting eagle. And then rise all the way up. Keep the arms open wide. And we'll switch it. So use your block on the other side. Left foot, take it across, squeeze your inner thighs. Take your arms open wide to the side and scoop your right arm over. Option 1, you stay like this, great. Option 2, Garudasana arms, right arm on top. Bend into both knees as you squeeze your inner thighs like crazy. Good. Maybe the elbows move away, maybe they move up a little bit. Take a breath there. Nice, and then open your arms wide and let your hands come down by your sides. Take a very gentle, bouncy shoulders. Really like jellies. So come to the top of your mat now. Take your blocks with you. Right foot forwards, left foot back. In a high lunge, crescent pose. Arms reach up. And then we're going to come into prayer twist. So hinge very close to that front thigh. If you feel wobbly, move that right foot further to the right. Hook your left arm, palm to palm. Yeah, twisting towards the back wall, Graham. Other way. Yeah, exactly. And if the elbow, yeah, beautiful. Palm to palm. Nice. Steady your gaze, really straighten your back leg, and then release, hands to your hips, step to the top of the mat and switch sides. So left foot is forwards, right foot is back. Remember, a wider wheelbase will give you more balance. So if you need that, take a wider wheelbase. Bend into the front knee, strong through the back leg, get your setup sturdy. Arms reach up, and then hinge forwards and hook elbow, or hold onto your thigh if that's tricky. Beautiful. Nice. Steady your gaze, keep breathing. And then release, plant your hands on your hips, step to the top of the mat. Take a little slow-mo hula. And back in the opposite direction. So we're gonna, again, take a lunge, but this time down on the ground. Let's come into it through a half salutation. Bring your palms together in front of your chest. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. And then plant your hands, step your left foot back and drop the back knee down. Now, you might have your left hand on a block here, depends on how long your shin is and how long your ankle is. I like a block. And we're going to move through dynamic twist. So that right arm, sweep it open and up towards the ceiling. And then reach it away from you and all the way back down to the ground. And again, inhale, sweep it open. And back down. One more time, open. Now stay here in this open twist. Option one, you're going to stay exactly as you are. Option two, reach back towards the back of your mat with that top hand. Yeah. Option three, tuck your toes and lift your back foot off the ground, and maybe take hold of that back foot with your hand. If it doesn't reach, it's almost better because then you're working your hamstring as well. Keep reaching for it. Nice. And then release. Plant your hands down. Everybody step to the top of your mat and just forward fold Uttanasana. We'll switch sides from here. So this time, right foot, step it back, left foot is forwards. Coming into a flowing twist, perhaps hand on a block. As you inhale, sweep it open. And as you exhale, close that arm down. Inhale to open. And exhale, close it down. Last one. Option one, stay here. Option two, reaching back. Really reach through your fingers. Option three, back toes lifted. And maybe if you've got long arms, you take hold of your back foot. Keep breathing. And then release. Move your blocks to one side, step to the top of the mat, and forward fold. Roll up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. So hands to the back of the pelvis, come all the way up. And at the top of your mat, palms face forwards. Take a moment to be in stillness. And we're going to come into warrior pose with Brahmari. So right foot forwards, left foot back. Back heel down. Float your arms open wide for warrior. Find your gaze point, straight down your front fingers, and then soften the tops of your shoulders a bit more. And from here, take an inhale. And you'll hum like an arrow straight down your fingers. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten that front leg. Come into triangle pose on this side. You've got time for triangle pose. Come on down, bring your hand to your thigh, your shin, or your ankle, top arm reaching up. And then float all the way up. Hands to your hips, switch sides. Warrior two. Have your awareness, tips of both hands, the fingers of both hands, and then take your gaze straight down the front middle finger. Inhale to prepare, and then fire the arrow. Hands to your hips, straighten that front leg. Come into this longer version of Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. And rise all the way up. Bring your feet close together and then come down seated on the ground. We are, we're going to take a Brahmari before coming down into Shavasana. So for this one, you may want to take the full mudra. Mukala mudra it's called. So just a reminder, I'm going to give you options. Option one, you're going to fold your tongue in and section it to the roof of your mouth and hum that way. Option two, you're going to put your thumbs on your ear flaps and close your ear holes, or fold your earlobes and poke them in your ear holes. Option three, thumbs in ear holes, middle finger closes the index finger closes your eyes, middle finger rests underneath your nose, and the other two fingers are just resting on your chin. So Mukala mudra like this. We're going to do this for 3 minutes. I will make sure that you know when to come out. So prepare your mudra and we begin. Release your mudra. Bring your hands back down to your lap. And Joe, when you've completed your next Brahmari, bring your hands back down to your lap. Complete your Brahmari and bring your hands back down to your lap. Beautiful. Allow the silence. You can either stay here in seated meditation or lie down, perhaps in constructive rest with your knees bent and the knees in towards the middle. The first sense we acquire when we're in the womb is our hearing sense, listening to the vibrations of the outside world. Bring your palms together in front of your chest. Take a big breath in. And then lower your forehead. A moment of gratitude for this precious life. And thank you for your practice. Nice to see you all.